but there's a side to me, don't know. Different to the child with the smiling photos. Made some decisions, some wrong, some right. Now strangers call my number when I'm sleeping at night.
What is up, guys? Pixel Gamer here, and today I'm going to be bringing you another video. It is on PC, and basically what it is this is going to be my upgrades to my current PC. As you guys know, my current PC is not exactly amazing. It's got a pretty bog standard dual-core processor, clocked at 3.33 gigahertz. It's an old processor. My graphics card's ancient. It's an 8800 GTS. And I mean, they completely got rid of the GTS versions. And my RAM, I'm using 2 gigs of RAM, clocked at 600 megahertz or something like that. 500, I think. No, 344 megahertz. I mean, this thing is slow. I mean that in the nicest way, because I mean, I got it for quite cheap. My PC was £150. I mean, I'm not complaining. It runs Minecraft. If I go on Skyblock, it'll run it at 600 FPS. So I mean, that's freaking awesome. And as I'm making this video, I'm actually rendering out another video on a secondary monitor, and it's doing okay. It's a 10-minute video, and it's taking me about I don't know. It's taking me about 20 minutes to render out a 10-minute video, which, I mean, that's not a lot. It's a 200% increase, but I mean, I don't really mind that. It's an old processor, just let it do its thing. But I thought, you know what, time for an upgrade, and I decided to go all out. I'm spending about £500 on the core components, and then I'm also getting a video card a couple of months after. Now, the reason they're not actually on here is because I'm not sure which way I want to go, and also this RAM's actually wrong. Okay, let's quickly edit that. And basically, the reason I don't want to put my graphics card up yet is because I'm not sure which one I want to get, because I'm not sure how much money I'll have. I was going to get a moped, but I'm now thinking that, you know what, I can't really be bothered about mopeds. And it's just for the pure fact that, I mean, my friend Ross, he's not getting one. He doesn't have one. And I don't see the point in actually getting one. I just don't. I know that sounds weird, and I mean, I've been shouting about them for ages, like, oh my god, I really want a moped, yeah, gonna get a moped, gonna get this one, gonna get a super motard. I'm like, yeah, so pumped, and I was like, I can afford it, yeah, and then I was just like, you know what, this is actually not for me. I don't really want to do this anymore, and that's when I was just like, you know what, who cares? I'm just gonna chill, just gonna roll with it, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, now the RAMs collect, I will show you my PC and tell you why I picked them. So right off the bat, we have the processor, which is an upgrade. This is a Z87 processor, and it is the Intel Core i5-4670K. You might be thinking, Ryan, why did you pick a Haswell? The only difference is the internal graphics. Obviously, you can see it here. On the old ones, it's the 4000, and this one is the 4600. And power consumption's more. Why are you doing this to yourself? I mean, come on, it's stupid. The reason is it's got a whole 2 megs more of cache, which is, you know, it's useful. It's got a bit more level 2 cache, and I think the level 1 cache is actually the same. However, it might be on the other way around, as in it's more level 1, little less level 2, even less level 3. The core speed's the same as the 3570K. So why are you doing it? Well, what I want to do is I want to utilize this with a new Intel SSD. These are extremely fast if you hook it with an SSD, and these are also really good if you delid them and put on your own thermal paste. I will probably be I'll either talk about, like, I'll either show you a link to a guy that shows you how to delid, or I'll because I'm not really confident delidding, because it can go wrong occasionally and you will ruin a £175 processor. But anyway, this is extremely cool. It keeps very nice under whatever sort of cooler you've got. I actually was going to put in a Hyper 212 Evo, which is like a lower model, a lower classed sort of cooler. And then I was like, yo, I'll go all out. So I could probably get 4.5 gigahertz, maybe 4. I don't know, I could probably push this thing to 4.8 if I use push pull, and I was really clever with the case design and the cable management. And you know, that works for me. So moving on, we're going to be looking at the cooler, which is a H100i. I've talked about this before. I love this cooler. Even when I did a 3,000, like, I think it was £2,700 PC I liked it. I mean, I loved this. I still used it in a $2.5 grand PC. And I would use it if I had $2.5 grand to play on a PC. I would use this cooler because I reckon it is the best. It is a dual 120mm fan. You can get more 120s if you want, and you can stick them on the top right there. And I should also mention before we go any further, this is based on a micro ATX case. I will show you a picture of the case as soon as I've done this. This is the motherboard I'm going to be using. It is a Asus Maximus 6 Gene. Now, this is extremely overkill for a like a sort of budget-ish motherboard, but I really do like it, and they last forever. I'm not even joking. I think the last my friend, oh no, not my friend, sorry, someone I watch on YouTube and I do talk to occasionally, like properly. He had a Maximus 4 Gene, which he still uses. That's 2 generations older. He still uses that. And it's still going strong, and but he says it's still performing as good as it was new. He said there's a bit of a performance decrease, and he can no longer support 2666. Like, he can no longer support the top 2 highest memory bandwidths, but I mean, you'll never get around this fast. I mean, if you get around this fast, you're spending like £400 on some platinums, and you'll never need it. But anyway, this is £150, which, I mean, it's like £60 overkill. And but I do love it. I mean, look at that color scheme right there. As you can see, I'm going for red and black. And also it has this, which is like it's got I can't remember what they call it, but it's very good. Whatever it does, I remember it doing something extremely amazing, and it does look freaking awesome. And the I/O is extremely good as well. If I just show you the I/O here very quickly, and as you can see, it's got a flash BIOS. It's got I can't remember. I think that's the BIOS switch. You then have 6 USB 3s marked with LEDs and 4 USB 2s. You have a HDMI port, 7.1 audio, and a gigabit like Ethernet port, and the, optical. You have optical audio still. You still have optical audio. I mean, I use optical audio because my speakers are pretty old, but I mean, you have optical audio. You also have 7.1 digital, but you have optical audio. It's awesome. Anyway, that's enough ranting. Moving on, I have picked something extremely... No, don't... Whoa. Go back, thank you. I've picked something... No! God, I've picked something extremely good for this one. Ugh. Right. Here is the G-Skills Ripjaws X Extreme RAM. This is £60. Oh, sorry, the RAM, whatever it was, the motherboard was 150 and the processor was 170 if you didn't get it, and the Corsair H100i is 90. This is 60 quid worth from Amazon. Cas9, 1600 megahertz, overclocked to 1866, and it's 7.5 pound per gig, so it's quite good, and 101 ratings at 4.8. It's like the best you can get, apart from Corsair Vengeance. However, I'm going for red, so I need some red RAM, and if I want red Corsair Vengeance, it actually costs £70. And that is actually it, guys. It's been a good video. I'll quickly show you a picture of the case while I'm just saying goodbye. I will be doing a PC build on this, like a full out PC, like a tricked out full PC build, where I will be stood. I will build a PC for you guys, and I will show you all it's about. And this little baby right here is actually what I'm gonna stick it all in. It's a Corsair 350D micro ATX case. That's why the motherboard that I have was so small, because it has to fit in here. This case is only about, it's like the height, I think height, it's hang on, I have a it's about the height, I think it's like 40, it's like 45 centimeters high, 46 centimeters high, and width is probably about like 25ish, yeah, about that, 25. So I mean, well, it's 5.5 inch plus, no, what is it, 5.5 inch plus, it's like 9 inches wide, so it's, I mean, it's a pretty good PC case. Supports the H100i in push-pull, might I add. Supports SLI with there's actually another slot in there, so you can add like a wireless card. Slots for all the relevant stuff like DVD drives, and big cable management, like cable management places where you can have it. So I mean, if you look, we'll just go on images and we'll try and find one that shows off the cable management with inside the case. Here it is right here. It has the same cable management nozzle as a 650D. So you have 2 right here by the power supply, 2 right here for your 24 pin, and I don't know, maybe your hard drives if you want to run your hard drives through there. Then you have one for your 8 pin and your fan connectors, and you have this one for your fan connectors. And that's just an extremely good case. This is another one. This is a great picture actually. I do like this picture. This one's by Overclock.net when they took the front off and showed you the braided cables and the red Vengeance RAM and everything, and it looked so sexual, and I wanted one. Supports dual 140s in the front, 120 in the back, and a dual 120s I think in the top, or maybe 140s. 120 on a rad and 140s on a just a single fan. Anyway, this has been a PC video tour guide thing. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Pixel Gamer. Please drop a like, please drop a sub, and adios.